Alright, what's up, guys? So, David Lucas is uploading a video titled Single Bomb Kicked Out After Exploding on David Lucas. Yeah, let's go ahead, check out this video. I know he's known for saying some crazy stuff. I've seen his videos before, and yeah, but I mean, I don't know. Like, that's one thing that you have to remember when you go to a comedy club, that yes, a comedian is going to crack jokes that you may not be a fan of. Now, yeah, there's all the times I see jokes where comedians, they say something and I'm like, dang, that's considered a joke. I'm like, man, I guess I'm out of tune. But I that's one thing I do remember too, is that that's that person's sense of humor. So if they say something that's going to be offensive, I feel like that it's like you're saying something that you look at as a joke, and I guess there is some line of like offense that's there, and then I feel like that there's people out there that just say some like just straight up just offensive stuff. So yeah, it's something where I'm like, I just think that when you go to a comedy club, though, you have to understand that yeah, there are going to be people they're going to say something that you may not like. So but anyways, I mean, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. Make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to David Lucas for more videos like this. And with that being said,
This snowy river city, man. Cleveland Browns suck. The Cleveland Indians suck. Y'all let LeBron leave twice. Oh, this ready to fight. Goddamn concession stand ain't been the same since LeBron left. It look like a
there ain't no way possible. There has to be some other stuff. But if you get mad because he's just disrespected the city, I'm like, that you guys would hate WWE. There ain't no way possible that the single mom or whoever got upset about that. I'm like, nah. Because I just remember the time where it was the one wrestler, I think he goes by Elijah now, but when he was in WWE, he used to go by Elias. It was this dude come out, guitar playing, singing music, all that stuff. But anyways, but no, there was a time where he came out here to Seattle, and then I think they asked him a question like about like somebody winning the championship. I can't remember exactly how the joke went, but if I had to remember or just say how it went, he goes on to say something along the lines like, "Oh, the chances of that wrestler winning the championship is the same chances of Seattle getting a basketball team." The crowd went crazy, but I was laughing. I'm like, fam, Seattle is always going to be my home. That's one thing I thought about, where I was like, I don't think I could ever like leave or distance myself from Seattle. Seattle is home, bruh. So, but yeah, I just don't allow stuff like that to get to me. But I know that he's joking. He don't care about Seattle having he could care less about Seattle having a basketball team. But if anything, he probably supports that type of. It's just because I don't know, like with wrestling. That's one thing about it, is that like one year wrestlers hate the town. They're like, oh yeah, Seattle sucks. I hate you guys. Like, oh, I'm so happy Seahawks lost the Super Bowl. Come back out like a year or two later and things, and that they're loved by the fans and stuff. They was like, oh yeah, we're like, we gonna defend the championship right here in good old Seattle. I love you guys. This like so that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I think people, they just do it, for comedy reasons, but they don't actually mean that unless they have some sort of hatred. But anyways, continuing.
dress out with it, PE. You definitely had baby daddy resentment. You don't know where the he's at, and you took it out on me. I feel bad for y'all, man. This snow is some bull. I hate being up here during this snow, bro. This is the worst ever, man. Snow is not for that's white people. Like, I don't ski and snowboard and all that. It's like the heat, because we like to barbecue. You can't barbecue during no snow.
I'm dang, I guess, yeah, take my black card away from me. I love when it's cold outside. I love the snow. I don't like heat. That means I gotta hide. That means I'm uncomfortable. Like, I just be sitting there. The thing is this. The funny thing is that like I can exercise. I might, get a couple of sweat droplets out of exercising and stuff. Heat though, can be sitting down the whole day not doing nothing, sweating as if I just ran a whole marathon. I don't like the heat. I would rather ski and snowboard than to be outside. Like, I don't get me wrong, I like me a good barbecue day, but I like when it's like 60, 70 degrees and it's sunny and you can barbecue. Not like no 90, 100 degrees outside barbecue. I'm like, that's just too much heat. That's too much. But anyways.
Snowstorm, man.
Gang.
Huh?
Gang.
What are you saying? What?
It happens.
What is wrong with this, bro? Somebody. Is Cleveland a real place? This saying I don't even. I probably would never come to Cleveland again. Fuck this snowy ass, river ass city, man. Cleveland Browns suck.
Dang.
The Cleveland Indians suck. Y'all can't even call them the Indians no more. Look at these niggas that never been to a game standing up for these.
Okay.
Huh? Oh, these niggas ready to fight. I'm from Miami, Florida. We have the Marlins. Bro, I really don't care about baseball while y'all over there with all that hoorah ass shit. Huh? What? Hold up. Let me talk.
He did mention the Cavs. I'm like, fam, you guys were selling $2 tickets at one point in time. That was when it was right after. I remember that too. It was right after LeBron had left. LeBron was all like, nah, fam, I ain't fooling with you guys no more. It's like, y'all can't be out here. I'm trying to win championships, and I'm trying to be all prestige and stuff, and you guys are just out here just having fun. Yeah, I was like, yeah, LeBron, he might have made the right decision that day, but I mean, because what? Like, yeah, they might make it to the playoffs, and then since then. But yeah, it's like y'all were selling $2 tickets at one point in time. That's not prestigious. That's not good. All right, I mean, I guess it's good for the fans, but anyway.
To one pack of niggas at a time. Say it again.
I said you ain't mention them Cavs.
I don't watch basketball, but y'all let LeBron leave twice.
I know.
Imagine your wife left you 2 times, nigga. You're not doing something right.
Dang.
Keep on with that hoorah. Here the Cavs, nigga, say something else. Nigga, the bus stop. Hold on. Go ahead. Did I go to a Diddy party? No, bitch, but with that mouth, you would not get fucked at a Diddy party.
What kind of weird question is that? I be thinking about that. I would love to do like I don't know if it would be like a regular thing, but I would love to do a stand-up comedy show one day. But yeah, somebody asked me if I ever been to a Diddy party. I'm like, what kind of weird question is that? I'm like, that's what's on your mind right now. You could ask me anything possible. You asked me if I've ever been to a Diddy party. I like, ma'am, I'm gonna pray for you. Like, you just kind of get a Bible, give it a couple of taps across the forehead and stuff. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna pray for you.
Send you a bottle of baby oil with some roofie in it so you can shut the fuck up.
Dang.
Somebody gonna massage this bitch back with some baby oil. What else you gotta say, baby? Go ahead about that Diddy party.
Yeah. You think we give a fuck that he left us?
Right.
Fuck he ain't won a championship since.
You ain't had no job since he left.
Damn.
Goddamn concession stand ain't been the same since LeBron left, bitch. Hold on, goddamn, I can't hear. She sound like my fucking baby mama. Damn, I can't stand that fucking sound. Man, I hate it. That shit put me into a dark place, PTSD. I feel like I'm late on the child support payment. You need to go down there tonight.
Hey, she's still going
Huh?
on?
This is how you make money. Us right here.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I talked about child support.
I don't got nobody doing child support. So what are you talking about?
I think-
You have a job to make money. I got it though.
That's the thing though with like comedy clubs. I'm like, there should be no reason why we're having a serious conversation at a comedy club. I get it, like comedians can be offensive at times, but at the same time, it's like, was there any reason to get offended by him talking about sports? I mean, like, I feel like that's like a go-to thing. Like, if you have a crowd and if you're just, you talk about it's like that. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's something where it's like, if that's just what he wants to talk about, then it's like, bro, how does that overall offend you where he's talking about all these different teams? That's why I'm like, nah, people get that upset and offended about talking about their favorite team. I'm like, look, people crack jokes. Like, that was one thing about working at my old job. I remember there was this one customer I was cool with where he was a Patriots fan and I'm of course a Seahawks fan. And so it's like anytime we play, if his team won, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not going to show up there and drop kick him. I ain't going to be upset that, it's like your team beat us. Now I got to have an issue with you. Bro came down to the cafe at times. Like, he'd be wearing a Patriots jersey and things. I'm like, oh, he's one of them fans. He don't care. So, but it's one of those things where it's like, I put there ain't no friendship there, but it's like, I had put the friendship first over what team. But I don't know. Like, I'm a fan of sports, but I'm not that much of a fan where it's like, I got to fight you or get upset with you over you disrespecting my team. I'm like, the funny thing is somebody could send me a video saying like how Seahawks is the worst team of all time. I'm like, if that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm not losing no sleep over it. So, anyways.
Huh? I'm not complaining about that.
Sound like she said you are.
I said
though.
the concession stands ain't been the same since. I want to talk to you. Come
I
on
know
into the light.
she set herself up, so I'm like, nah. Now it's like now that spotlight's gonna be
I
on
can
you.
see you. I bet I can. I do a segment at the end of my show. Maybe we should start it now. Where people come on stage and get roasted. You want to come? Even your boyfriend wants you to bring your loud ass up here. He clapping, send that bitch up here. I'm sick of it. This is what I hear all day at the motherfucking house.
Boyfriend probably knows the business with him. That's why he's like, yeah, I know how this
goes. On this side,
go.
look at it. She quiet and laughing now because yo
Also,
brought that
was the
goddamn
one
shiny
that
ass
was-
wig up here. Okay, what about it? It might be, baby. I don't care. You look like you about to help a nigga in the attic. That's what the fuck. Hey, give me that box right
It's
there.
funny when people, when they get there, you could tell when they're offended when they say that's okay. And it's like, cause they can't think of anything right there in the spot. They just gotta accept the fact that they getting roasted. But it's like I think it's like they try to do some like reverse psychology, make it seem like that he's gonna be thinking along the lines like, dang, that joke didn't work out. She said that's okay. I'm like, people gotta stop saying that. That's what I'm saying. My thing is this: if you find yourself at a comedy club and you get into it with the comedian, you gotta roast the comedian back. That's something that I would thrive for. Is that I roast the comedian and I'm getting the crowd to laugh about it. I'm like, forget all that, like getting mad and all that stuff. I'm like, I am making some comments, okay? I'm like, no, it's like, you want me up there, I'll go up there. And I'm like, yeah, and that's the thing. I don't know. I don't know. Like, he just seems like, I don't know. He just seems like an unroastable person. Like, you can't, like, I don't know. Like, I can't look at anything and see, maybe the dreads, but I'm like, look at you, like, I feel if that's a corny joke, though. It's like just saying his dreads is all over the place and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know. Like, I would have to have some time. That's why I wouldn't be up there saying that. Now, I'm like, yeah, you kind of got to, like, just read the room. You see everybody else laughing, cracking jokes, so you got to get up, leave, then get up, leave. But anyways.
I think she gonna look too.
It seemed like it was cool at first.
Yeah, you got to give me that. Yeah. What's your problem with all that mouth back there? You got some kids?
I do have a daughter.
How old is she? 5. Yeah, where your baby daddy at? Exactly. So you got to manage your pussy better.
Dang.
You don't got no job?
I don't need a job, but I do have a job.
Why you don't got no job?
I do have a job.
What?
I have a job, I just don't need it. Like,
I have a job and I need it.
I know, it's like that. I'm like, what do you mean by that? That's why I'm like, that's like, I don't know about that statement. That's kind of a weird statement to make, but anyways.
Who's working and don't need a job?
Yeah.
You don't need a job? Oh, okay. If I didn't need the money, you think I'd be in front of your loud ass right now? It ain't okay. How old are you? 23. Young as hell, loud than a motherfucker. For no fucking good reason. Nigga, I'm a comedian, that's what I do, talk. You see how you talking? You talking loud than a motherfucker. Domestic violence is in your future with that fucking voice. I shake the shit out of this bitch. I got two vapes. You gonna go bald like George Jefferson with that hat and that wig on. Oh my God.
See, that's why I'm like, you gotta follow it through with a joke, though. I'm like, you can't just be all like, look at your fit and just leave it at that. It's like, look at your fit. I'm like, up here dressed like a GameStop's employee or something. Say things like that. Say it where it's like jokes that can, people can laugh about and things. But if you just say, look at your fit, it's just that silence that follows afterwards. No, that's people ain't gonna just be like, oh my God, that was the funniest thing I heard of all time. You gotta say like a joke that follows up. Even my thing is this, even if the jokes are corny, still just say them. I'm like, just say them. Like, maybe it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like a one in the chamber thing. You just roll the revolver, whatever that part is that rolls and stuff, and then you just keep taking shots until a bullet goes off and stuff. So you gotta. Gotta do that. I think that's how it's like, people gotta go into roasting. But it's like, yeah, if you one of those people where it's like you're gonna be talking loud and stuff. But yeah, I feel like that there's just so much that you can roast like she about her. It's like with him, like that was the only one. I was like, my thing is this. I did that one in the chamber, and I was like, it took me, I had to inspect. I'm like, okay, maybe this next shot might. But I'm like, with her, she got like on one of them like art caps, like she should be doing some Bob Ross paintings and stuff. Sound like the lady from Why Did I Get Married? I'm like, yeah, it's like there's a lot, that the hair, the outfits, and he's like, she just got on like extra large clothing for no reason. It's just, but anyways, moving on.
Deflect every joke, or you gonna actually allow the jokes to enter your heart and change you? I'm trying to help you, baby. This is free therapy. I'm about to fucking put a lighter to that shiny
like Grand Theft Auto Adidas. Okay, all right. I've like that, and like got. So that's what I'm saying, man. You put me in these environments, then it's like that. I get the cracking jokes myself. All right, I'm done though. I'm done.
That shit you got on your head. Let's see how fast you can dance. Oh my God, you're crazy. 23, full of trauma. I get it. I'm gonna pay for your first
not even moving. That was like strike one. I'm like, that's
therapy sessions. I was actually talking about LeBron that you got offended because I said them concession stands ain't been the same since he left. You ain't had no job since he left. Goddamn concession stand ain't been the same since LeBron left, bitch. You sold nachos in your life before?
He did though. He won with the. I didn't hear that. I guess it's just it's just that loud yelling. It's just it gets to your head, and it's kind of like a flashbang going off. Anyways, but no, he did. He won one with the Lakers. It was like that that when they were in the bubble and stuff when COVID had started and things. But yeah, he did. It's just, but it didn't even when he left. No, he won. No, that's the funny thing about it is that. Because he is, I think, the only player that I went to like 3 different teams and I won a championship. But anyways, I don't know my whole history on basketball. But when he left the first time, he won a championship with Miami. Then he left the second time, then he won the championship with the Lakers. But then he did come back though after Miami, and he won the championship with Cleveland. So yeah, it's like I'm saying like he done accomplished some things. But anyways,
have you ever sold nachos and a nigga asked for extra cheese with jalapenos? Where do you work at the job that you don't need?
It's a catering company.
Oh, your own catering company?
No.
Because you don't need it. That's why you would own it. You think I'll let you fucking cater my food? How much you be talking, spitting this shit over the goddamn food?
Y'all niggas ain't got the other second 350. The other need to be second 350. You know the cake goes all in the other ain't second 350.
Your little 23-year-old ass want to cook my food. You think I don't trust people with their front neck tattoos to take care of my food? Yeah. Well, you shouldn't, but fat niggas probably pay your bills. You ain't got.
It's like she shot with that one, but it didn't really do no damage. It was kind of like it just grazed them a little bit and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It's like when people, that's what I'm saying. If you find yourself where you easily get upset, because I know people would probably ask me like, oh, well, what would you do if comedians started going off on you and stuff? That's the thing. I don't go out in places. The comedian probably wouldn't even know I was there unless they know me. So that's why I'm like, yeah, I don't go out in public and be yelling and starting stuff and things. I'm like, I'm one of these people up here where they just, you just kind of just sitting there laughing and stuff. Like, you won't know I'm there until I stand up and got to do something and things. But
pay your bills. That's probably why you don't need a job. There's some secret fat nigga in the bathroom waiting on you, bitch. You are shaped like a teenage boy. You look like a nigga I used to dress out with in PE. This is what these shows have been all week. This is what I'm dealing with. A whole bunch of baby daddy resentment in Cleveland. You definitely had baby daddy resentment. You don't know where the fuck he's at, and you took it out on me. You started talking to me like I owed you $200. I did tell you to come up here because at first you were just a fucking comment. You were like the nigga from Charlie Brown. Wah, 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 wah. Yeah. All right, baby, go sit down, baby. Yeah, please.
Wow.
You can leave too with that little bit ass booty. Baby, I have baby mamas. They are, just like your dumb ass. Hey, bitch, meet me out there in the lobby when I sell t-shirts. I get you too. I got $175 for 30 minutes of your time. She's still going. Any more of your friends want to come up here and get a therapy session? I feel you. Baby, tell me something I don't know. I am fat. Yes, I know. I have big titties. Huh? Go, keep going, keep going. I want her to say some more. No, don't come now. Let it out, baby. You might go fuck your baby daddy again after you leave me. You might actually find him. I can see it. See, I told you got some baby daddy resentment. It ain't my fault. Y'all can go. I'll take care of y'all tab too. Get out. Just message me on Instagram. I'll take care of you, baby. You didn't have to do all that. We was just fucking yesterday, man. I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
Yeah. That's the merch, bro. Out here got some camping merch. Anyways, nah, man. It's like it's something that you have to like. Yeah, when you go to a comedy club, because that's what I'm like. I don't know. I know people will probably be like, what would offend me? And that's the thing where I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just dealing with content creating alone. It's like, yeah, I didn't see people. I didn't have people threaten my life, say that I deserve some sort of death and things. I didn't have one guy, he was faking like he kidnapped me and stuff. Like, what else done happened? Yeah, it's like I done been through. I didn't have people talk about my appearance. I didn't have people talk about my content creating career. It's just one of those things where it's like I said, you gotta like clap back on them and stuff, and you gotta say things where it's like, like for an example, the one guy that was going after me, and for the years, like, never knew what he looked like. And then it wasn't too long ago, I seen some video where a person was talking about him. They showed a picture of him. Fam looks like Lord Farquaad. And I was like, yeah, that's what I've just been calling him this whole time. Ever since I seen that video, I just felt like, yeah, he's just, just a taller, weirder, pedophile version of Lord Farquaad. So, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, but that's what I'm saying, though. It's like, you gotta, like, clap back. You gotta crack jokes. Like, if somebody, comedian, it's one of those things where if I ever find myself at a comedy club, and if it's David Lucas or somebody else, they get to clowning on me, it's like, you have to understand, though, that they're joking. They don't actually mean that. I guarantee you, I promise you, like, however long from now, he's gonna forget about you. So it ain't like something where it's like, you're gonna be the main event at all his shows, but... yeah, it's just people, they don't get it, But anyways, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to David Lucas for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.